A geostationary orbit. Geostationary Earth orbit. A geosynchronous equatorial orbit is a circular orbit 35,786 kilometers above the Earth's equator and following the direction of the Earth's rotation. An object in such an orbit has an orbital period equal to the Earth's rotational period and thus appears motionless at a fixed position in the sky. To ground observers, communications satellites and weather satellites are often placed in geostationary orbits, so that the satellite antennas that communicate with them do not have to rotate to track them, but can be pointed permanently at the position in the sky where the satellites are located. Using this characteristic, ocean color satellites with visible and near-infrared light sensors can also be operated in geostationary orbit in order to monitor sensitive changes of ocean environments. A geostationary orbit is a particular type of geosynchronous orbit, the distinction being that while an object in geosynchronous orbit returns to the same point in the sky at the same time each day, an object in geostationary orbit never leaves that position. The notion of a geosynchronous satellite for communication purposes was first published in 1928 by Hermann Potocnik. The first appearance of a geostationary orbit in popular literature was in the first Venus equilateral story by George O. Smith, but Smith did not go into details. British science fiction author Arthur C. Clarke disseminated the idea widely, with more details on how it would work, in a 1945 paper entitled Extraterrestrial Relays: Can Rocket Stations Give Worldwide Radio Coverage?, published in Wireless World magazine. Clarke acknowledged the connection in his introduction to the complete Venus equilateral. The orbit, which Clarke first described as useful for broadcast and relay communications satellites, is sometimes called the Clarke orbit. Similarly, the Clarke belt is the part of space about 35,786 kilometers above sea level, in the plane of the equator, where near geostationary orbits may be implemented. The Clarke orbit is about 265,000 kilometers in circumference.